Hello and good evening. My name is Florina Alina Liu and my matrix number is SQ231060539. Today, I will be doing a presentations about my case study, which is about hybrid trout. The content of my presentations will be first, introduction, second, result and discussions, third, advantages and disadvantages, next is recommendations, and last but not least, conclusions and also references. The target organism that I have chosen for this case study is the tiger trout, which is the cross species of Salvelinus fontinalis and Salmotruta. Tiger trout is a hybrid from female brown trout and male brook trout. River-born tiger trout were recorded in the United States of America at least as early as 1944. Next is the taxonomy of the Salvelinus fontinalis. The kingdom is Animalia, the phylum is Chordata, the class is Actinopterygii, the order is Salmoniformes, family is Salmonidae, the genus is Salvelinus, the subgenus is Bion, and the species is the Salvelinus fontinalis. The general total length of the Salvelinus fontinalis is up to 15 inches and it weighs up to 2.27 kilograms. Few naturalized populations of the brook trout have become established in creeks and small rivers. The brook trout has a great tendency to migrate downstream out of a lake after 1 to 2 years of life. The brook trout sexual maturity occurred after one winter for fast-growing males of brook trout. The first spawning took place after 2 to 3 winters for the males and after 3 winters for the female. The brook trout live mainly on insects. Moving on to the next is taxonomy of the Salmotruta. The kingdom of Salmotruta is Animalia, the phylum is Chordata, the class is Actinopterygii, the order is Salmoniformes, the family is Salmonidae, and the genus is Salmo, and the species is Salmotruta. The general total length of the Salmotruta is 15 to 22 inches and it weighs up 1 to 5 pounds. The brown trout live mostly in cold freshwater streams, rivers, lakes, and ponds. The brown trout has a great tendency to migrate downstream out of a lake after 1 to 2 years of life. The sexually mature brown trout typically spawn in fall. Browns usually migrate upstream to their natural spawning grounds to lay and fertilize eggs. Brown trout feed primarily on all stages of aquatic invertebrates, crustaceans, and small bait fish. Next is result and discussions. For the species of brook trout, it has fast growth rate and high quality of eggs. For the brown trout, it has early maturity rate and a good flesh quality. The tiger trout has a rapid growth rate and high flesh and eggs quality. Tiger trout are known as Salmotruta cross Salvelinus fontinalis. It grows to lengths of approximately 18 to 20 inches and weigh up to 5 pounds. Tiger trout reach sexual maturity at around 3 to 4 years of age. It thrives in both freshwater and brackish water environments. These tiger trout exhibit rapid development. Tiger trout is a sterile species, so means that it cannot successfully reproduce or backcross with either parent species or among themselves. Next is the example of tiger trout cuisine. The first one is the trout tiradito, which is the tiger trout flesh. It is served with purple potatoes and amarillo tiger's milk. Next is sashimi. which also the tiger trout flesh, but it is served raw and marinated. And then the next is smoked and grilled, which is the whole tiger trout served with garlic, parsley, and sweet spicy sauce. Next is the advantages of introducing the tiger trout. Tiger trout can be produced reliably in hatcheries, as they are easy to create and stock. Tiger trout also has early growth of juvenile than any other natural species. It also have the long lifespan up to 10 years. Tiger trout also grow well and can suppress populations of undesirable fish in lakes containing small-bodied minnows. Tiger trout also able to survive in a wider range of habitat types throughout North America and can survive in much warmer and less oxygenated waters. The tiger trout is also highly fishivorous and are consequently a useful control against rough fish populations. However, introducing the hybrid trout, which is the tiger trout, also have the disadvantages. Firstly, difficulty inherent in blending separate genera. And secondly, the survival from egg eye up to fingerling at only about 50%. On the other hand, aggressive young tigers prosper in the wild. Next, maintaining a balance between predator and prey populations can be an ongoing challenge for fisheries managers, especially in managing artificial ecosystems such as reservoirs. Last but not least, the hybrid trout, which is the tiger trout, is a sterile species and are unable to reproduce on their own. So here are a few recommendations to preserve the tiger trout populations. First, implementing catch and release fishing practices. Second, invasive species control initiatives. Third, habitat preservation and protections, which is better than to restore the habitat after it has been damaged. And last but not least, educating the public about the importance of the wild trout for our ecosystem. In conclusions, gaining knowledge about tiger trout from their origin and physical characteristics to their lifestyle, dietary habits, angling prospect, and conservation status is essential for appreciating the beauty and significance of these fascinating fishes. As we strive to protect and conserve their populations, tiger trout will continue to inspire anglers and nature enthusiasts alike for generations to come. And lastly, this is few of the references that I have been using in my case study. That's all from me. Thank you very much.